Good evening. This is Roz from the My Best Day show. Today is March 9th, 2020, and I'm back. First day, I'm going to say the prayer. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Thank you, Lord God, for another day. Well, I'm back. I meant to be here a few days ago, but life. And that's what I'm here to tell everyone. No matter what goes on, you just keep striving. And here it is, I'm back again. Today's a joyful day. My granddaughter is 26, Lindsay Whitley. She's so beautiful. She has a full-time job. She goes to school. She lives in Atlanta, Georgia. And I'm giving her a shout out. I'm truly grateful for my children and my grandchildren because, again, when my life changed, their lives changed. And that's because God is able. Today I was talking to my son Randy, and wow, he gave me a lesson in believing God. He had some situations going on, and he said some things, and I said, you know, the devil's listening. He says, I'm not afraid of no devil, Ma. You taught me, trust God. And I'm like, wow. And it's so true. If we trust God in our situations, no matter what's going on, he could bring us through. Right now, they got that virus going on, coronavirus. I don't know. Protect yourself, of course. But I'm not afraid of the virus. So I don't understand if it does kill. They say. I don't know. But if you protect yourself, and I don't, they saying that people have to quarantine if you're next to this, and it makes me feel kind of like, if you're gonna trust God, and you do the necessary things to protect yourself, there shouldn't be fear in this. In our life, in the history of this country, of the world, they had plagues, diseases, that kill people. I don't know if this is another chance, another time, but then the people survived. Even when Noah had the flood, he was telling people, y'all need to listen, but nobody would listen. And the world was wiped clean. And then after that, we as the people, we're destroying the world, we're destroying ourselves. We have to get back to Jesus, to God the Father, to understand that God is able. The virus, the cold, they had AIDS, all of that was to destroy the world. But if you hold on and trust God, you have to do the right things for you to be, to survive. There's so many things going on in our lives. I tell people, they're like, don't hug me, blah, blah. I said, look, I've been through cancer. I've been through drugs. My cameraman is waving at me again. I don't know what he's saying. What you say? My what? He said my phone's messing up again. I just got unlimited, so I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I'm waiting for him to give me a direction. Say that again? You can still talk because he's still live on YouTube right here. Okay. While I fix it. Oh, he's going to fix my phone. But I don't think that we should be fearful of whatever it is. And as I said, all the things that I went through, some of them, the drug addiction, that was a choice. The cancer, I don't know, but it did. And it's rampant in my family. I'm not the only one that had cancer. My mama had it, my aunt had it, my niece had it, My sister had it. My son had it. You know, and one of my sisters, she didn't do anything, but she got something going on in her body. You know, and some things are just gonna happen to you. You can't be fearful. I don't think. You gotta trust God in everything. And that's what my son taught me today. He said, "Mom, the devil can't do nothing because God got me." And you taught me that. And that's what I'm telling you. Trust God in any situation. I'm not going to be running around here like a scared rabbit. If you don't want to hug me, I was at church. I said, if you don't want to hug me, you missed your blessing. That's on you. You know? Because if you get it and you die, you're going to die anyway. I mean, I don't mean that to be confusing, but I want you to understand something. God is the answer to every situation in our lives. And you may go through. I had to go through the cancer. And then I chose to get chemo. Now, if I didn't do chemo, would I still be here? I don't know. But I did chemo, and chemo wasn't no joke. I'll be doing chemo for 5 years. I'll take this little pill. The main part of it, I went through it and I survived. So whatever else comes to me, I'm going to survive that too. When my time comes, I'll go. And I don't want to be all morbid and all that. I want you to enjoy your life. I want you to understand that no matter what you're going through, you'll be okay. Because if you're not okay, it's because that's the way you want to be. Is that confusing? Maybe. Right now, I love my family. I love you that are listening. I need people to understand. I found out, I went to a service, and the young lady made a statement, and it was profound to me. Because she said, there's radical people that make radical choices to stick to what it is that they want to do. I'm a radical person because I say what I need to say, because all the things I went through, I survived. And once you get there, you understand things. If you want to do drugs, God bless you. I don't want to anymore. You want to drink, do it if you want to. I don't want to anymore. What I want to do is be able to tell people that drinking and drugging is not the answer. I did it a long time, and doing it, I would sit back some days and wonder, is this all life has got to offer? Even now, I don't drink, I don't drug. I understand there's more for life. I'll be 2 years, no, not even 2 years. A year, I'll be 70 years old. That's a big number with everything that I've gone through. But today, I'm so grateful that God is able to do what he does. The people that are in my life, that God put in my life, I'm so honored that they're there. The ones that like me, the ones that don't like me, the ones that are just watching and waiting for whatever it is to happen. I'm just grateful. And today I'm just talking about, are you grateful for the little things? It doesn't necessarily have to be a big thing. The little thing. The peace in your life that God supplies. I see a young lady, and she's always out somewhere, which is nice. I remember that. But sometimes you gotta go home and sit down. Today I work, guys. My patient's 93 years old, and we laugh and I enjoy it. I realize that if I be good to people, one day when I get 93, somebody will be good to me. And those are questions. Are you good? Are you the best you could be for other people or to other people? Are you mistreating people for no apparent reason just because you can? Stop it. You know, um, we buried Decibel Saturday. I had to work, but I went to the viewing, and I saw so many people that I used to hang out with. It was an awesome homegoing, as far as I could see. You know, people that I've known for 60 years were there. And you know, I'm asking their age, 167, 168. One don't want to tell me. You know who you are, King Dell. He talking about, why you got to know everybody's age? I said, I just want to know. And there was one girl, she's 72. She don't look it. And I never knew how old she was. And she was like, oh, the old lady girl. I'm like, I can't use soap on my face. But she's beautiful. And that's because God is, and her and I used to hang tough. Tough. And we had disputes or whatever, but she's still my girl. And you know, we gotta learn how to forgive people, how to appreciate them. Nobody is gonna treat you the way you wanna all the time. But they will be good to you if you allow them to be. And you be good to them. Priority is God, you, then them. And if you can keep that balance, you won't worry about that stuff. You know, I have discernment for things. I could see someone and I could feel their pain. I can understand that, wow, you okay? And sometimes people lie and go, oh, yeah, I'm okay. I'm doing great. And I be like, say that again. Well, blah, blah, blah. I said, it's okay. Because you remember something. If you're going through, you got to tell somebody. Because if you don't tell nobody, that stuff eats at you. You know? You don't want to tell everything, but enough to get the burden. And that's what we live sometimes with, burdens. We got that facade like everything is just wonderful. It's just lovely. And then when nobody's looking, you're crying. You don't have to cry. Talk it out. You know, I love my children. And I have 4 of them. And each one of them are different. And, you know, the fact that I try to handle them or talk with them each one differently. You know, I have 3 boys and 1 girl. The boys are, you know, I tell them one thing and then I leave it alone. My daughter got to argue with her. Rah, 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 rah. She fine. I love her to death. But her and I got like vinegar and oil, you know. She get mad at me and I'm like, you owe me. Why you mad at me? But that's who she is. She's mine. And I'm going to love her just as she is. And that's what we have to do. You know, love people in spite of who they are. Because you can't make them change until they want to change. My brother, and see, I can only talk about what's going on in my life. My brother, I want to just, and kick him. And you know, I have kicked him. But I learned, I just go in my room, go in my corner, you know, and when the time comes for him to change, and I see little bits of it, but he won't change until I allow him to, in my perspective. If he wants to do things, he does things I don't really like, you know. I come home, I wash dishes before I leave, I come home, there's dishes and sink. Ah! Ah! So the other day in a calm voice I said, I would like when I come home that the dishes are not in the sink. Now he's been doing this for 10 years, come on now. So I came home yesterday and there was a pot. I said, I thought I asked you to do it. Well, there ain't no dishes. I said, it's a pot. He went in there and washed it, changed. Because normally he's like, I'll do it tomorrow. But that's my life, you know? And I know with all my heart, I may not have the greatest life, but I have a good life. And you have to accept where you are in life, because somebody else is a lot worse than you are, you know? And it's okay. And I want to tell you, Saturday when I went to the funeral, a few times people said, you ain't got no brake light. Whatever. I forgot. I forget. So I'm coming down Stratford Avenue in Bridgeport, and I see a police officer. He comes behind me. I said, you know, I look up, I see him. I turn the corner. He turned the corner. And then I stopped. He stopped. Because I was talking to the people that are going into the funeral home, into the church. So then I turn again. He turned. What the heck? So then I'm going to turn around because I see a parking place. So I pull in the driveway. He pull over. I'm like, and then he gets out, he shows his finger. I look, I see him, shows his finger. He gets out the car. He says, I said, what I do now? See, I know I'm correct, but what I do now? He says, well, ma'am, your brake lights are not working. I said, oh, because I just spent a few dollars to get another part fixed. It's a 2002, what I want. But anyway, he says, they're out. It's not a warning, just to let you know. I said, okay. At that point, you know everyone, I have business cards that show this show. I gave him my card. I said, because I'm on YouTube and I'm on Facebook, why don't you, you know, if you want, check it out. He said, okay. And then that was Saturday. I got it fixed. I took it, I called my mechanic, and I got the lights fixed today. That's only God. Why that policeman needed to have my card, I don't know. And remember, I'm on Facebook, I'm on YouTube. Facebook, I need you to like and share. What?
No, on Facebook, like and share.
Like and share on Facebook. On YouTube, I need you to like, share, and what? Subscribe. I would really appreciate it. And if you want me to text you, you can call me or text me at 203-466-9080 and tell me your name, and you'll be on my list. Again, I text over 300 people daily. It's part of what God has me to do. Now, sometimes I be real tired. I've been working 7 hours, which is not a lot of hours, but I've been 2 shifts to make it up. And girlfriend tired. But I get up 5 o'clock, 4:30, 5 o'clock every day, because this is a message I want you to understand, that no matter what it is, you'll make it. And the first thing you got to do is put God in it and trust God. And fear not, because he's with you at all times. You know, and if you got to change, it's not easy. You know, it was not easy for me to get off drugs. It really wasn't. You know, but it was possible. When I made up my mind that this is what I was going to do, then I was able to do it. So whatever you're going through, you know, I see so many wonderful people going on trips. Live your best life. You know, they're going all over the country. You know, they're going on vacations and nice hotels. My family has a family reunion in May, Mother's Day, that my grandmother set up 45, 50 years ago. And what she wants everybody, I don't know if it's that long, but anyway, every Mother's Day, she wanted the family, she had 7 kids, living kids, and their kids to come from whatever state they were in, to come in. You know, my cameraman's talking about something. Wait a minute, hold on. Say that again?
This show right here, you can introduce as part two. It just restarted.
Oh, my show just restarted to part two.
But your Facebook,
My face.
this right here, it's going in and out. It ain't no good.
Oh,
So
he's
we gotta
saying my
have to,
Facebook is in and out and
yeah,
ain't no good. So what does that mean?
we gotta have to just put this right here on your Facebook because you got like 3 shows on your Facebook that was in and out.
Okay.
You might need to change this phone.
I might do what?
You might need to change this phone right here. This phone right here.
Uh-huh. Because it's not working?
Yeah, that phone is not working. My phone don't do that.
Okay, his phone don't do that.
This
We're talking about mechanics now. Go ahead. I don't know what he's talking about. So you telling me that we'll talk about that later. So what happens now? So is it being recorded?
yeah.
Okay. So we're not worried about it.
Yeah.
Okay. But anyway, I'm, I want to be able to do this, people. I need your help, your support. You know, as I said, you know, it's a work in process. And with the process, things happen. You know, my phone, the phone should not work. And I'm gonna go to the carrier and I'm gonna talk to them and we'll go from there. Cause I'm not playing. Okay? Sometimes right is right, wrong is wrong. If it's not working, not doing what it's supposed to, they'll give me another one. I don't want them to ship me one. That's my only issue. But again, things happen. You gotta learn to go with it. You know, in the rules it says the courage to change the things you can. You know, if you can't, you can't. But if something's going on and you could change it, if it hurts, you could change it. You know, you gotta. You know, I got arthritis, from cancer to arthritis. So now I gotta take Tylenol. Wow. If that's what it takes right now to stop the pain, then that's what I do. You know, if you're doing a lot of drinking, stop drinking. You know, you can't pay your bills. Figure it out. If there's something that you're doing that's causing that, then stop. You know, I used to smoke cigarettes. I stopped smoking when cigarettes was going to it was $2.50 when I was smoking. And then it went to $3. And my response was, heck to the now. You know, because I'm not doing that one. And God helped me with that too. You know, it's choices that we take or make. I choose to have a better life. You know, I choose to love my brother and my sisters. And it's not all blood. I have family that are really my family and we have no blood connection. But they're family. Because we have a connection. And the connection is true. I can trust them. I can tell them how I feel. They receive me and I receive them. And that's what life is about. You know, God puts people in your life for a reason. And you have to accept that sometimes. Sometimes they ain't nice people. But it ain't about them. It's about who you are. Learn to love yourself, respect yourself, and understand that God has the answer to everything that's going on in your life. I'm a living witness. You know, I'm a miracle because God has showed me things when He delivered me. You know, I think about my son. I think about all my children. And I can understand today my oldest son, you know, his testimony, his brain tumor, 19. Doctors had him, he's not gonna do this, he's not gonna do that. He'll be 52. Him and his wife is on their third home, whatever. You know what I mean? But the doctor said he's not gonna work. No, he's not gonna do this. and he's not gonna do that. And at that time, I was getting high, but I knew that the doctor didn't have the last word. And he's an awesome son. You know, he texts me all the time, "Ma, I love you." You know, his title is number one son. You know, and I say, "Love you back, number one son." You know, and you know, all kinds of things have happened in my life, and I know if it had not been for God, my God, His Son Jesus, life would not be as it is today. And sometimes it gets tough or hard. I don't know if they're hard. Sometimes life gets tough. But then God sends a soothingness to life. You know, I go to Bible study and I think of it, if you ever read the Bible, and it says that Adam and Eve were walking through the garden. Can you imagine how peaceful that was? And God was talking to them. That's what I think Bible study is. And in my life, that's what I choose to have. The peace. There's going to be storms sometimes in your life. There always is. There's always something. You finish one thing, there's something else. But what you have to do is continue on and to trust God in whatever you're going through. You know, there's things that are going to happen to everybody. You know, your family, your friends, and you might have to console them. You have to, you know, be that strong part for them. And then it's your turn, and someone will be strong for you. But you just got to keep going forward. Don't let life knock you down and make you think you can't get up. You know, you can always go that higher. The thing is, you have to have God in it. I can't say it enough to tell anyone. You know, and like I told you today with my son, he's just telling me, "Ma, you taught me this. You showed me," and I'm like, "Wow, I did." Now shut up. No, but but I understand. You know, it's awesome when you and it doesn't happen overnight. It wasn't that first night when I stopped doing drugs that it made it. No, I'll take that back. The first night I stopped drugs, in this night that I continue not to do drugs, and it's the process. And every day it's a process. I don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow, but the Lord willing, I'm not gonna do drugs. I'm not gonna smoke cigarettes. I'm not gonna drink. I ain't doing none of that stuff, because that's not part of my makeup today. And when I see people doing it, I cannot judge you for doing it, because I wanted to be happy too. I thought that was the happy moment. I thought that was stuff we do to make us, but all we're doing is wasting money. I ain't gonna tell nobody I play Powerball. I don't care. But that's until I get over that, you know, I'm investing. You know, I'm not telling anybody, don't do it if you ain't doing it. You know, but I'm investing. I'm invested enough that I think statistically, I should get a return. But, you know, that's my thinking. You know, and everybody has a right to think the way you want to think. But just don't, in your thinking, think of others. It ain't all about you. It ain't all about me. You know, some people say I talk junk, and I do. You know, because some things are just useless. Some things people are doing like, get out of my face. You know, knock it off. Stop. You know, my favorite was shut up. Because as I said, I have discernment, and I can hear, you know, being in the streets. I don't know if you know it or not. You understand bull, and I understand it. You know game. You play games, so when game comes to you, you're like, I've seen that before. So you're able to like, get off of me. You know, and then you learn. It's an awakening call. I just want people to just love themselves. If you can love yourself, you can love somebody else. If I can love me, I can love you, and and then I get understanding, because understanding is what people have to do with one another. Right now, we got this this thing, this disease, whatever it is, you know, coronavirus. My cameraman said he ain't gonna buy no more Corona because of that. I thought, and he don't drink, but he was thinking about buying something, put it on the shelf. But again, I don't know. You know, you know, I don't know. You know, if this is something that God's trying to, or wherever it's coming from, it had to start somewhere. You know, but
Man-made.
it's man-made, right? Just like AIDS and what's the other viruses?
They got
The flu,
the flu is actually that's a crazy
part of it, right?
situation, yeah, because
Yeah,
they inject the flu into you to
right.
fight the flu.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
got the
understand.
shot. I don't know.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't understand that.
Some people don't do the shot. I never did until the woman that I take care of was 93. She was 92. She said, "If you're gonna come see me, you need to take the shot." Ah, what the heck? Because I never got the flu, and then as soon as I got the flu, I'm now I got allergies. Like, what the hello? Where allergies come from? But they say, like my doctor says, like, you know, I got that old woman stuff, that menopause stuff. And, you know, I think I'm over it now. And I said, I be sweating, and I don't know what. He said, it's menopause. I said, I'm over it. He said, you ain't over it yet. I said, shut up. And doctors, you know, it's like, I have wonderful doctors, you know. I just love them. Dr. Garvey, Dr. Persico, you know, because I can be honest with them, and it's okay. And the thing is, I can be honest with myself, so I can be honest with you, and it makes me feel good. I mean, they be laughing. Dr. Garvey used to wouldn't laugh. Now every time he see me, we'd be laughing. You know, he had to do the surgery on me, right? And where, you know, he says, first I had to do a biopsy. He said, and I went to the doctor. I said, look, I got a mass. He said, let me check you. He checks me out. He says, you got a mass. I said, no kidding, Sherlock. So then he looked at me. He said, you got a mass, and I'm going to take it. I said, do you, Sherlock? Well, I said, do you? I ain't doing, I'm not using that anyway. He looked at me, he started laughing. I'm not using the gas. And from that day on, he my buddy. He just started laughing. Like he's a surgeon, so sometimes he's late. But now when I have an appointment, it's like, he'd be like, I'm leaving. And the nurse said, no. He know your name up there, he gonna be on time. But we're friends, even though he's my surgeon, you know, and he's such a good guy. And God put people like him, you know, in my life. You know, I feel so honored. And I joke around, and people that know me, I say all kinds of stuff. Because I'm free to speak the truth. I don't have to play games with anybody. Just like what I'm saying, the things I do, I'm not playing a game. Because this part of life is the part we need to live and live our best. I wasted so much time getting high. I wasted all that. You know, in grammar school, I was a A student, top of the class, all that. Got to high school and lost my mind. You know, I didn't get a GED until 27. How many years I would have finished high school at 17? I lost my mind. And then I didn't get clean until I was 41. All that's all waste. You know, it's all waste. Then again, maybe not. But
It
the
was a
way I'm
lesson learned.
thinking, I say that again,
It was a lesson learned.
as a lesson, but it took a long time to learn the lesson. You know, a long time. And then in my life, there were different bells that went off. You know, when I realized who Jesus was, something went click. All the things that my sister, who was a minister, and many other people were telling me, and went like, oh, so that's what they said. I was in AA. Took me a year to get step one. Came to believe there was a higher power. And when it clicked, it was like, oh, okay. Now I understand. There's a higher power in my life. My cameraman has given me 2 minutes. So again, 3 minutes. Ooh, I got 3 minutes. I'm lucky. But the main thing I wanted to express, I want to empower, enlighten, and encourage whomever is watching. Not only for you, for me. That I be able to continue to tell you stories. Today was just a bland story, you know, because I think I'm tired, but that's okay. You know, I'm a working girl now. But I just want people to understand it's okay where you are. And if you want to get better, do it. Life is not easy. No one said, there's no book for for raising children and they're not chickens. There's no book on that. You go as you go. I started you got 2 minutes now. But I just want to tell you all that I love you. I need you to share on Facebook. Share and like. And on YouTube, share, like,
and subscribe.
subscribe.
Please.
Please. The more you do, the more we can do this. And I'm trying to do it 2 times a week with my busy schedule, you know. But right now I'm going to pray again. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thy is the kingdom, the power, and the glory. Lord, we just thank you for another day. We thank you for opening our hearts and our minds. We thank you for just being with us, Lord, and covering us. Cover our children, our grandchildren, our parents, our cousins, all of us, Lord. Cover this world with your divine grace. And let the ones that are in the head, the leaders of this world, teach them how to lead us in love. And each of us, teach us, Lord, to be your disciples, Lord, because we love you and we thank you. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. Glory. Jesus. I think we are right. I'm looking.